Hello, we're going to go through the motions of this freshly refurbished 1976 Technics SL-1950 direct drive fully automatic turntable. Now, as usual, when we come across these incredible 40 plus year old pieces, they're usually caked in dust and dirt and they need some minor servicing. This guy needed lubrication of the spindle oil. Just put fresh sewing machine oil in there. The queuing arm was not performing as it should. It was just not smooth. The grease was, approaching 43 years old and it was acting like glue. It wasn't going up and down properly or smoothly, so I used isopropyl to remove the old grease, and then I lathered on some new white lithium grease on there. Other tone arm mechanisms weren't working properly. This is extremely common on any Techniques of this era. It was not entering the turntable platter as it should because stuck old grease was in the way. So I opened it all up, took the base off, everything, flipped it over, and removed the whole tone arm assembly was completely taken apart and lubricated as it should. And now the turntable performs flawlessly and enters and exits the platter as it did in 1976. Also, like most electronics that have potentiometers or selectors of any types of speed or inputs or selectors or potentiometers, they need contact cleaning. I use a lot of deoxit to stabilize inside the pots. It will get rid of dirt, dust, and oxidation that has built up over time, and that has given me a very stable turntable speed. As you can see, speed of 33.3 RPMs as it should. We're gonna go ahead and stop it and see how it returns to its base. The locking arm is still intact, which is pretty nice if you want to move it around safely. We're gonna go ahead and start it. Nice smooth landing to protect your stylus. We can go up and down with the queuing arm right now. Check. You can move it a couple tracks ahead. See how it goes in the end. Takes about 2-3 seconds to drop. Now, you're better off using all the mechanisms on board instead of doing it manually. It preserves the fragile stylus to ensure many years of enjoyment. Gonna let this play out here. This model offers wow and flutter that's significantly better than most brand new $1,000 or more turntables. Most manufacturers are not willing to build such a heavy duty precision machine anymore. Now I could have hooked this all up to a sound system and everything, but there's almost 0 point recording on an iPhone and listening through your completely different system, so may as well. This is just a demonstration of what it should do, front to back, entering the platter and exiting the platter. Now if you also had a spindle, you could run multiple records on top of each other, but since I do not, I'm just going to use this as a repeat function. So the repeat function brings it back to the beginning of the record, and there's 0 downtime. Excitement all night long. I used a precision scale to weigh the counterweight at 1.5 grams, and the anti-skating is also matched at 1.5 grams as well. This turntable is in very, very nice shape, but unfortunately, while I was washing it vigorously, I managed to crack the fragile dust cover, and I've since glued it back on. Again, I had this piece completely taken apart. I pressure washed the platter, the thick rubber mat, this whole plastic piece got pressure washed. You can imagine there was, you know, about over 40 years of dust and dirt everywhere. But now this thing it looks almost brand new. It's one of the finest examples available on the net right now. I am selling it without the cartridge and stylus. I just moved this from another Technics turntable that I owned onto this one, and I'm short a cartridge and stylus for the moment, but I put on here just to test it all out and to demo everything. Well, that's all for now. Long live vintage audio. Best investment you'll ever make. Thanks for watching.